To really see it scale and expand, we need help from the state.
The last state to legalize industrial hemp with some of the strictest regulations is also anticipated by agronomists to become a leading hub for cultivating and supplying the crop nationwide. If you remember, in April 2021, Idaho legalized hemp, and it showed a lot of promise for the state economy. But in our Inside Ag, farmers explain certain restrictions are holding the state back.
It's got a million different uses.
A new generation of farming.
We'll rake it, bale it, stack it, tarp it.
Is taking root.
It's really a simple crop.
For hemp farmer Tristan Sponseller.
I was the largest grower in the state for 22 and 23.
He grows hemp in Roberts, Idaho.
This isn't CBD, this isn't marijuana. This is fiber. That's what we're growing it for.
At his farm.
So up at the top is what we call the cola.
These stalks are what were missed during harvest.
This is obviously dry and it's wilted down, but when it's kind of in the prime, still green and growing, it'll be a lot bushier.
At the top of the plant.
It's basically the seed head.
This is where you'll find hemp seeds and the flower that contains THC.
I would understand the state's position if we were growing for CBD. Like there's a little bit more concern in the THC, but none of this is going for human consumption. It's going for industrial manufacturing.
Sponseller says the demand for CBD has already been met. So now people grow it for alternative resources. This year, Sponseller grew these crops with the intention to harvest the seeds.
And so that's the seeds.
But
this crop tested hot. It tested 0.8.
In Idaho, the legal limit is 0.3. So Sponseller and 4 other farmers received a strike from the Idaho State Department of Agriculture and had to remove the top part with the flower. Those farmers had to front the cost after buying what they thought was a seed certified to grow under the 0.3 threshold.
It was certified when it came from overseas, and it didn't go hot in Colorado. So the only thing they can figure is that there was some marijuana somewhere close by and it crossbred.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, because hemp pollinates.
It can be an expensive lesson. Testing a crop for THC can cost the grower up to $250 per lot.
I can't grow 2,000 acres of hemp and afford 20, 30 different tests for each field.
And if the results come back hot, they need more inspections and...
It is 3 strikes you're out within a 5-year period. And so, but that definitely makes farmers hesitant.
They've been very open and transparent with us.
It's not ISDA's job to change the rules. They just enforce it.
We've encountered some varieties that seem to be a little bit problematic from the THC standpoint. And so they've struggled a little bit, but also learned from it.
In turn, it means there's a lot of cautious farmers.
Like me, I didn't do a whole lot. I just wanted to figure out how to do it.
After growing for 2 years on small 8-acre plots, Tim Corney didn't grow hemp this year, so he can learn more about what he can do with the crop.
So now it's about educating the consumer.
The ISDA reports that from 2022 to now, the acreage farmed has grown 4 times. A slow growth, but one the Sponseller says would speed up if the restrictions were not as tight.
Idaho has the highest restrictions in terms of remediation in probably most of the states in the U.S. And so a little bit of relaxation there would go a long ways with the growers and how comfortable they feel growing it.
He says this plant has the chance to rewrite the story of agriculture in Idaho. It's a rotational crop that requires very little water and helps the soil become more nutrient dense.
It's impressive how strong it is, just its natural qualities.
Strength, perfect for manufacturing.
At the warehouse, we separate the fiber from the herd.
After harvesting and baling the hemp, it gets loaded on the truck and gets processed at his plant in Rexburg.
That's the fiber on the outside, that's the skin. These are our fiber bales. This will go down to hempitecture and be made into insulation and potentially into some paper products. And then this is the herd. So our biggest market for this right now is animal bedding.
A lot of this can be used for landscaping too. Sponseller says the hardest part, trying to figure out what market he wants to focus on.
It's new and it's evolving, but it is moving forward. And so that's what I'm happy to say is we're seeing progress, and it might be slow, but it is progressing.
And this winter, Sponseller says he will work with other farmers to talk to legislators. He hopes they can find a common ground by easing up on some of those restrictions to farm this crop on a bigger scale. He says if they could do this, it could bring more manufacturing jobs to Idaho.